What's up? How you doing? We're on our way to a land where red and green Mojave Desert rattlesnakes play. And we were just talking about the electrical deactivation of the surface protein in their venom as a means of overcoming their bite. But, you know, if you don't tread on their territory, you're pretty safe. So we're going to do things in harmony with nature and set up a home for them away from us.
You guys have to pick up Nehemiah, so you need to arrange where to meet him. A man named Ron Quinn is flying down tomorrow with Asha Deliverance, who owns Pacific Domes. We ordered 4 domes from her.
Oh, cool.
And we're going to build an array of domes, 11 domes circular around a central dome.
Triangles there that are all equilateral triangles. And the pyramid shape, the tetrahedral shape, goes back to that original primal sacred geometry that Vastu and the ancient Vedic civilization understood implicitly. They were the first pyramid culture. And if you go back in time, you see that, okay, there's these massive pyramids in Egypt, massive pyramids in China, massive pyramids in South America, and then you go to India, and all the pyramids are small, very, very, very small, like in the palm of your hand. Well, that ancient Vedic pyramid technology was something known as Agnihotra. Agnihotra. It was a technology for interfacing with the etheric plane. And what it was a copper pyramid, and they tipped it upside down and built a fire in it. And at moment of sunrise and sunset, the morphic resonance between the center of the sun, which is a phi ratio geometry.
Because of the thermal barrier rising and falling.
Well, because the heart of the sun is the same as the heart of a subatomic particle. It's what is known as the simplest toroidal flow form possible. It's known by the Egyptians as Anu. And it's 5 spins inside in a spiral and 7 spins on the outside. And that 5 and 7...
Right, because the inside, it takes less time to go around to complete a circumference. On the outside, it takes more time to complete a circumference. So if you're on the outside, you have to go faster. If you're on the inside, you have to go slower.
Right, like if you imagine a tornado, and it gets wide towards the top, but if it keeps getting wider and wider and circles all the way back around to an upside-down tornado that comes up the middle, you have the perfect toroid, perfect vortex. Vortice. And it's a dynamic communication.
Really grew up. Hare Krishna movement was in full swing in the 60s, and they would dance in the streets chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
that sounds like
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, something like that. Anyways, the Beatles popularized the chant. Nehemiah was raised by them. His parents were Hare Krishnas, and he studied the Bhagavad Gita and all the Vedic.
The Gita Gita?
No, the Bhagavad Gita. It's a Vedic text. So it's Sanskrit text, from ancient India.
Okay, so that's one of the oldest written languages known.
Yes. And he can actually speak it in Sanskrit. He can speak that, he can read the original language, and he can quote the verses. Anyways, he was raised as a builder and what's called Vastu, building, it's like feng shui for communities. So in the south, you should have the mountain, this direction, the school should be here, the protectors should be in this direction. So it's a whole...
It's aligned with key terrain, basically, and direction, right?
Yeah, it's sacred geometry. It's sacred geometry built into it. All the ancient pyramids, all the ancient Mayan cities are all built on this technology because they understood that technology. They lay out the communities in alignment with the earth grid, so you're in harmony with the earth as opposed to countering the
right, not just the earth, but also the stars and the direction of movement.
All that. It's all built into Vastu. So he's an expert in that. He studied it, he grew up in it, and he's building the Hare Krishna Temple here in Las Vegas. So that's his project, and we hired him to be the project manager for the 4,000 acres, for the